I didn't expect much. Honestly, it just started as a small diet change, something I read in a magazine while waiting at my chiropractor's office. But after just 2 weeks of adding one simple leafy green to my meals, the sharp, nagging pain in my knees was gone. Not reduced, not dulled, gone. And no, it wasn't kale. It wasn't spinach, either. What I found might surprise you, but more importantly, it might help you too. So if you're tired of the same pain every time you stand up or go downstairs, listen closely. Let's rewind a bit. I'm 63. For most of my life, I was active, played tennis on weekends, went hiking with my wife, kept up with the grandkids. But around my late 50s, the pain in my right knee started creeping in. At first, it was mild, just a little soreness after a long day. But before I knew it, it was a daily battle. I couldn't get up from the couch without gripping the armrest. Climbing stairs felt like punishment. I tried the usuals: over-the-counter painkillers, temporary, creams and patches. Meh. Physical therapy helped, but the relief never lasted. Then came the stiffness, the kind that makes you feel 20 years older than you are. I wasn't ready to live like that. One evening, while waiting at my chiropractor's, I skimmed through an article in a senior health magazine. It mentioned a study about arugula. Yes, arugula, the peppery salad green, and its surprisingly high levels of a compound called irucin, a natural sulfur-rich antioxidant found in cruciferous vegetables. According to researchers, irucin showed promise in reducing cartilage degeneration and joint inflammation in early lab studies. That got my attention. Now, don't get me wrong, spinach and kale are great. But arugula? It's the underdog. This leafy green is loaded with vitamin K, which is crucial for bone metabolism and joint flexibility. A 2020 review published in Frontiers in Nutrition emphasized vitamin K's role in reducing inflammation and improving mobility, especially in aging populations. But here's what blew my mind. Arugula contains glucosinolates, which convert into isothiocyanates in the body. These compounds may help protect joint tissue from oxidative stress, the very stress that accelerates cartilage breakdown in osteoarthritis. Unlike kale, arugula is much easier to digest. It doesn't cause bloating, and it has a lighter texture, which makes it perfect for older adults who don't want to wrestle with a bowl of fibrous greens. I started simple: a handful added to my scrambled eggs in the morning, a bit tossed into my lunch wraps. And most evenings I made a small side salad with arugula, olive oil, lemon juice, and a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. The best part? Arugula works with other joint-supporting nutrients. Olive oil adds healthy fats for absorption. Flaxseed brings in plant-based omega-3s. Together, it's a synergy your joints will love. By day 7, I noticed something odd. Something was missing. That morning crackling sound in my knee? It wasn't there. The dull ache that usually showed up after my afternoon walks? Fainter. By day 14, I realized I hadn't reached for painkillers in over a week. It hit me when I saw the bottle still sitting unopened in the cabinet. My knee didn't feel cured, but it felt different, smoother, more fluid. I was standing up without groaning, moving more freely without thinking about it. By day 30, I was back to climbing stairs without hesitation. Not skipping, but steady, confident. I even went on a light hike with no brace. Now, I'm not saying arugula is some miracle cure. It's not magic. But I'm convinced it triggered a shift. When combined with small daily walks, proper hydration, and reducing processed sugar, it was a game changer. And I'm not alone. A 2018 study in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology found that patients over 55 who consumed high antioxidant greens like arugula at least 5 times per week reported significantly less joint stiffness and improved range of motion. The science is still emerging, but the personal stories are stacking up fast. If you're like me, you don't want a superfood that requires hours in the kitchen. You want simple, real, sustainable. Here are a few easy ways to make arugula part of your everyday life. Morning omelet. Toss in a handful of arugula with some tomatoes and onions. It wilts quickly and blends in perfectly. Arthritis-friendly wrap. Fill a whole grain wrap with hummus, turkey slices, and a generous layer of arugula. Power salad. Combine arugula, sliced cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, and a turmeric olive oil dressing. Joint-supporting smoothie. Surprisingly good. Blend arugula, frozen pineapple, almond milk, ginger, and half a banana. Add collagen powder if you like. You don't need a lot. Just 1/2 to 1 cup daily is enough to feel the benefits. And since arugula is so light, you won't feel weighed down or bloated like you might with heavier greens. If you're not used to its peppery flavor, start small and mix it with baby spinach or romaine. Your palate will adjust, and your knees might just say thank you. If you're over 50 and dealing with stubborn knee pain, don't underestimate the power of the foods on your plate. I thought I had tried everything, but something as humble as arugula made a bigger difference than I ever expected. It's affordable, accessible, and most importantly, something you can start today. So if this story inspired you or gave you a new idea to try, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. At Arthritis Relief Daily, we bring real solutions, grounded in science and experience, to help you feel better every day. And hey, have you tried arugula before? Or do you have your own leafy green miracle? Share it in the comments below. Someone else might wish they heard it sooner. Thanks for watching, and here's to stronger, pain-free days ahead.